It had been almost 20 years since an SEC team visited the Robins Center, so Vanderbilt and the Spiders made sure the wait was worth it with a high-scoring overtime thriller. The Spiders rallied in the second half and in overtime, and it was the last of Jacob Gilliard's 7 steals that helped seal the win. Gilliard was also one of 3 Spiders with 20 or more points. He had 26, Blake Francis 24, Nathan Kao 20, offsetting an eye-opening 34-point performance from likely NBA draft pick Aaron Nesmith of the Commodores. It was another great finish. In this case, a finish. Here's your SpiderTV Rewind. Vanderbilt at Richmond, Thursday, November 14th, 2019. And Vanderbilt, which is also shooting the ball well, right at 50% through the first 2 games, with a chance to fire up the game's first shot. Pippen had it knocked out of bounds.
Man-to-man defense by the Spiders, pressure defense. I think you'll see a little bit more pressure on the ball, better rotation for the Spiders. They worked on that, I know, after the first game.
Yeah, defense and rebounding focal points. St. Francis shot 49% from the field, 14 three-pointers in that game, and out-rebounded the Spiders by 11 with 15 offensive rebounds. Shot clock at 2 at 1, and there's Nesmith at the shot clock buzzer. He missed it, and Grant Golden, showing no ill effects of the sprained ankle, scrambles after the loose ball.
Yeah, it's good to see him run after that loose ball with no problem.
And now the Spiders to offense for the first time. Blake Francis in his Richmond debut, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and an offensive foul on the Spiders' first possession.
Now, we've seen Blake the last game against St. Francis get in foul trouble. Yeah, a little push off with that right arm is a little overacting as well, I thought, by Vanderbilt's guard, Maxwell.
And you can see he's showing his frustrations, and Coach Mooney, just 50 seconds into the game, is going to take him out, and Andre Gustafsson is the first sub off of the Spider bench tonight. The 6'4 sophomore from Finland, who averaged 5 points a game a season ago, was a part-time starter and a part-time reserve for the Spiders last season. Nesmith from deep off the side of the rim, and Sherrod, who had 8 rebounds Friday night, has his first tonight.
Yeah, one of the things you see by Vanderbilt, Bob, because of Jerry Stackhouse's play in the NBA.
Great fake by Gilliard, great look by Gilliard. Sherrod, though, can't finish. Gilliard with the steal. He'll do it himself and have it blocked, and lost it out of bounds, but he is all over the court.
Yeah, quick hands and anticipation by Jake. But watch the sets. They're mostly NBA sets and a half-court set against man-to-man. Just because of the background of Jerry Stackhouse.
Absolutely. Had a chance to visit with him at their shoot-around today, and he said, yeah, I'm trying to instill not only a winning culture, but an NBA type of culture to the Vanderbilt program. I can bring that to these guys. Evans to the basket, spins it up there, no good, and that should be an over-the-back foul coming on Brown.
Cleavon Brown came over Grant Golden that time. But again, the penetration, that's what you worry about, because it gets people out of position for offensive rebounds, and that's the Spiders have to work on stopping the ball, keep the ball in front of them.
So we talked about all this offense, and we've gone 2 minutes, and neither team has scored. Golden and Sherrod, who admitted all sorts of nerves playing that first game Friday, coming back from the knee injury that cost him all but 6 games last year. Golden rolls it off the rim. Kao aggressive for the rebound, and he's fouled, and that's what Chris Moody wants to see out of Nathan Kao, that kind of aggressiveness.
He has to, Bobby. It's really quiet the last game. Get after it, get those loose balls. He's the guy that can do all the scrapping and get the loose balls, the hustle plays. Thought he was shooting that, but he wasn't, I guess.
Call it on the rebound. Sherrod, good look to Gustafsson, halfway down and out. And we've played 2.5 minutes, and neither team has scored. Pippen, nice look, and the dish and the hoop by Brown.
They're very methodical, patient. You watch their offensive sets at Vanderbilt. They don't rush, they don't get in a hurry.
Boy, that's why Jerry Stackhouse likes Scottie Pippen so much, that no-look assist. And that's why he's starting him as a freshman. He was saying, he said, hey, we're giving him the ball now because we want him to be the point guard of our long-term future.
Yeah, they got some good guys, some young guys who would be part of the good nucleus for future. Talking about Nesmith, only a sophomore himself. Pippen Jr. Nissu.
Gilliard for Richmond, matched up by Pippen. Sherrod to KO through contact. Wildly off of the backboard. Pippen again. All the way to the basket and kisses it in for 2. He's averaging 8.5 points through the first 2 games of the season. Had 10 in their win over Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Gilliard. Gustafson. Sherrod. Off the heel of the rim. Spiders wanted to travel in the backcourt. I don't think any of the officials saw it as Gilliard was sneaking in there to go for a steal.
That was a travel. They missed that one.
Pippen again. Neesmith through a double team. Disu. Pippen. Spiders have a run out. Gilliard, deep, rainbow 3.
It's a tough shot. Too quick in the offense.
And now Vanderbilt with a quick shot, and that 3 nestles home from Maxwell Evans, who's 3 for 5 on the young season from the 3 line.
Yeah, you got to look for Grant Golden in the post here. There it is. Look for him to post. Missed him that time.
Spiders need a hoop in the worst way. Offensive foul on Nick Sherrod. And we'll get to the first official's timeout, and the Spiders have not yet scratched. The Vanderbilt Commodores have scored the game's first 7 points. 15:31 to go in the first half. The Spiders will regroup. We will come back and ask Jerry Stackhouse if he'd be interested in the head coaching position here, and he said, all because Malcolm Turner was the AD at Vanderbilt. I knew him from the G League. He's a North Carolina guy like me. I accepted the challenge.
Yes, he did. And he's a Raptors G League coach, Bob, and they won the championship. And he came on board.
That was an air ball. Shot clock did not reset. Pippen. And back to Evans with 5. Pippen from deep at the shot clock buzzer. Sal Caresi off the Richmond bench, replacing Grant Golden with the Spider rebound.
Now the Spiders got to get some movement, Bob. Get something onto the basket.
That's Caresi. Francis is back in the game. KO through a double team. Nice soft touch, and the Spiders' first points from Nathan KO.
I think you could do that more often, to be honest with you. Get Nathan on a block, and that's where he's most dangerous.
Steal by Gilliard. Drives on Pippen, and the foul on Scottie Pippen.
That's what Jake can do, Bob. He's quick hands, anticipate the pass, gets in the lanes. It's an easy way to get some buckets right now. It's just quick. Moves his feet very well. If you're watching young kids, watch Jake. He's got good footwork on defense, quick hands, great anticipation.
Already 2 steals for Jacob tonight, up to 184 in his Richmond career, 4th on the Spiders' career steals list. Excellent free throw shooter.
And Jake made 2 key free throws down the stretch last game against St. Francis to tie the score and put it in overtime.
It was 8 for 11 from the free throw line in that game that the Spiders trailed by 12 with 2:50 to go in regulation. Tied it, sent it to overtime, and won it in the extra session. And now some pressure by Richmond in the backcourt. Jordan Wright, another freshman out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, grabbed that pass at midcourt. And now Saban Lee, a 6'2 junior, is into the game, and Blake Francis took quite a hit, was down on the floor momentarily, then got right back up and takes the ball to the basket and scores.
He got hit hard and went down, and then he saw that the Spiders got the ball, jumped right back up to get off. He's still grabbing his head.
Yeah, as you saw, he's still grabbing the back of his head. But maybe that knocked some scoring sense into him. I don't know, because he had a nice-looking shot there for the bucket. And the Spiders have reeled off 6 straight. Neesmith puts an end to that with an acrobatic jump hook in the lane. For his first points, the 6'6 sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina.
As I said about Neesmith, Bob, he plays so smooth. He never gets rattled. He's real patient.
Francis again to the basket. How's that for a wake-up call, huh?
Well, maybe I get hit in the noggin a couple more times, right?
Spiders down 1. Neesmith guarded by Gustafson. Neesmith pulls his way to the basket. Tough shot.
Yeah, strong play right there. It's good defense, better offense.
They love him. Coach Stackhouse saying what a high upside he has. He's the hardest working kid on and off the court. Gustafson cutting across the lane, and a foul. It's on Neesmith, his first. Several changes now for the Spiders. Coach Stackhouse, number 3 pick by the Philadelphia 76ers back in '95, the All-American out of North Carolina. He does have some connections here to the Richmond area. He's telling me today his wife is actually from Richmond. Went to Henrico High School, and his mother-in-law still lives here in the capital city. So a pseudo homecoming for Jerry Stackhouse.
Got some fans over there behind the bench.
Francis, now Jake Wojcik misses the 3. Good ball fake, but couldn't finish. And Sabin Lee, the 6'2 junior out of Phoenix, averaging 18 points a game. In a lot of scenarios, he'd be in the starting lineup, and he might be before this year is over.
Yeah.
Right now, he's the best 6th man in the SEC. Here's Matthew Moyer, the Syracuse transfer, is in. Bulling his way to the basket was right. And a second chance opportunity. Moyer misses the 3. And Tyler Burton, the Spider freshman, with the rebound.
Tyler Burton gives you a lot of energy coming off the bench, Bob. You see his activity last game against St. Francis. Didn't score a lot of points, but was in a lot of plays.
2 crowd-pleasing dunks he had for his 4 points and a couple of key steals right down the stretch.
Deflection steals.
That will remain Richmond ball. The Spiders will have 9 on the shot clock when we come back from a break with 11:40 to go in the first half. Just a 3-point game now. Blake Francis awakens with a couple of buckets. He's got 4 of Richmond's 8. The Spiders are down 3. Who have 9 to shoot. It won't take them that long. Sherrod to Golden for the twisting layup and Grant's first points.
Nice execution out of bounce under for the Spiders. Always do a nice job coming out of the timeout. Good play.
Neither team shooting great from the field or from the 3-point line at the outset of the game. Sabin Lee, the junior from Phoenix. Back to Neesmith. Shot clock winding down again. And the Commodores will turn it over. That pleases the Spider bench, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Good defense that time. Good hustle. Andre, nice job on Neesmith. Just chasing him off the ball a lot, pushing him out of his sweet spot.
Spider coach Chris Mooney, his 15th season, picked up his 251st Spider win Friday night with the overtime victory against St. Francis. KO, and that'll be a foul on Matthew Moyer, the 6'8 redshirt junior. I asked Chris Mooney if he had crossed paths at all with Jerry Stackhouse in their playing days, and Chris, a little sarcastic response, said, no, he was a couple of years behind me, but I heard he patterned his game after me. KO off of the inbound. Golden spins. Goes up a little bit too strong off the backboard.
Yeah, Grant rushed himself that time. He had good position, just rushed it.
Obina, the 6'10 redshirt sophomore from Nigeria in the game, guarding him there. And a little teardrop floater from Jordan Wright for 2. And a 3-point Vanderbilt lead. The Commodores have led the entire half, just about halfway through the half. Wojcik from way downtown. In and out.
Good look for Jake. Just didn't make it.
Lee with the drive and the dish. And Wright with the 3. Give the assist to Sabin Lee, who already has 13 assists through their first 2+ games. Jerry Stackhouse said, I've challenged him to lead the SEC in assists, Sabin Lee. It's off to a good start.
Well, when the coach tells you, yeah, I can do that if you play me more, he said.
He tried to get an assist there, but Moyer misses the contested layup.
It's good retreat the defense by Richmond that time.
Bounce pass from Golden to Wojcik. Did a good job to grab it. And back to Gilliard. Two-man game with Wojcik and Golden. Tough shot by Grant.
I think you have to do that, Bob, right there for the Spiders. You have to go inside to Grant to challenge those bigs for Vanderbilt. He can score in there.
Golden now with 4. Lee with the finger roll. Golden with the rebound. Tight roping that baseline. Golden the trailer. Good passer. Good ball movement. Sherrod.
That's a great spacing by the Spiders. As you mentioned, good ball movement. The inside out that time by Richmond. Keep the game simple. Spacing, movement, bucket.
He had 6 3-pointers Friday night, 6 for 12 en route to the 27 points and 8 rebounds. Spiders again within 1. That's as close as they've gotten. Richmond has not led. Moyer clanks it off the heel of the rim, and now the Spiders could take their first lead of the game. Golden to KO. Richmond leads.
Good cut. Grant Golden's a great passer for a 6'10" big, Bob. That's a nice bounce pass in traffic.
And Grant's okay. 4 points, 3 rebounds, and that assist. Moyer guarded by KO. Right over Wojcik. Jordan Wright off to a good start, the freshman, with 7 points. Gilliard finds Sherrod. What a look by Jacob Gilliard, and the finish by Sherrod.
Speed dribble on the baseline. Good cut to the middle by Nick that time.
First assist for Jacob Gilliard. Richmond seesaws back ahead. Jordan Wright misses. Gilliard going for the rebound is fouled by Sabin Lee. And the Spiders making a run. Richmond has knocked down its last 4 field goal attempts and has taken the lead with 7:12 to go in the first half. Richmond 19, Vanderbilt 18.
Showing with these guys that come back, and more importantly for Nick Sherrod himself, Bob, what he went through, the ACL tear, to come back and play like he did in that first game, scoring 27 points in the victory. It was very emotional.
He really opened up with us yesterday about how nervous he was. He said, I almost felt like I didn't want to play the game. I was that scared to go out there and test the knee. Francis, a long 3, a little bit too long. Nick said, hey, when I came out for warm-ups, I couldn't catch my breath. I thought I was going to pass out. You don't hear an athlete say those kind of things very often, but it just kind of magnifies what he went through to get back.
That's
Laying
exactly
flat
right
on his back, though, is Aaron Neesmith with a 3-ball and maybe a 4-point play.
Yeah, again, Neesmith, you watch it, the good ball movement by Vanderbilt that time. Good ball fake, pulled up, hit the shot, and then got fouled by Burton. It looked like Burton got pushed into him. But just a smooth player, Neesmith, Bob. I scored over 2,000 points in high school. South Carolina. It's from Charleston.
That's their 3rd 3-pointer. They have now made a 3-point field goal in every game since the 3-point line was invented. That is 1,067 straight games with a 3-point field goal.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that one, right? I mean, who would have thought Vanderbilt?
Yeah, UNLV.
Yep.
And Chris Mooney's Princeton Tigers, so he was a part of that, have also hit a 3 in every game since the line was instituted. Francis finds Burton, misses the reverse layup in traffic, and Brown the rebound. Pippen on the break, almost lost it, somehow found Neesmith. Burton smothered that one. Gustafson, Tyler Burton, the only freshman for the Spiders, only scholarship freshman. Smooth looking 3 by the lefty, Blake Francis.
Yeah, he ripped the cords on that shot. He left him open that time. Blake buried it.
That's certainly what he could do his sophomore year at Wagner. 102 three-point field goals. He averaged 17 points a game. That's going to be an offensive foul on Saban Lee. It'll be his second.
I really like Blake Francis, Bob. He's got that mentality. You look at him, he's just a tough guy. Big time three right there, but just how he plays. Hits the floor, he's all over the place. He hit the floor about 7 times last game, and then he's already hit the floor 2 or 3 times tonight. Just like his mentality, that football mentality. His dad played football for Virginia Union. Talked about that. And his brother played at Liberty. He played football until his 9th grade.
His dad is now involved with the National Football League Players Association, their communications director. Francis and Golden. Golden to KO, and the foul on Neesmith. So that'll be his second. He has 2. Saban Lee has 2. And that's the bonus now. Yes. The Spiders will go to the free throw line.
That's 2 fouls. That's a big foul picked up by Neesmith.
Nathan KO last year only a 58% free throw shooter. That sounded and looked pretty good, didn't it?
It did.
His 5th point. Coach Mooney has talked a lot about the aggressiveness of Nathan KO and that fine line for him. The other night, he was maybe a little bit too aggressive because he picked up those 2 fouls early in the game.
A little pressure here, Bob. There's a pressure after the made free throw.
Spiders with a 2-point lead. That's their biggest lead. One misses by Neesmith, and here come the Spiders. Francis, an acrobatic twisting layup. What a play by Francis. And that spills out. And Golden the rebound. Richmond on a 7-0 run. Led by Blake Francis. KO the rebound. Golden. KO. Great run here by the Spiders. 9 straight points.
Activity by KO.
To the basket. And a reverse layup will end the run. Cleavon Brown puts it home. Well, that run was spearheaded by Blake Francis and Nathan KO, not guys named Golden, Gilliard, Sherrod. That's a positive sign. And that'll be a foul on Dylan Disu. It looked like he was holding Nathan KO. And that'll bring us to a timeout. Spiders on a run here. They have opened up a 4-point lead at 28-24. Nathan KO with 8. Blake Francis leading the way with 9. And Richmond with a 4-point lead with 3:52 to go. Nathan KO and Blake Francis have the 9 straight points for the Spiders. Make it 10.
Energy points, Bob. A lot of energy from these 2 guys. KO and Francis attacking the rim.
KO 4 for 4 at the free throw line.
Looks confident at the free throw line too tonight.
And the first Spider in double figures. He's got 10. Dribble drive to the basket by Evans, contested, and Sherrod comes out of there with a much better defense tonight by the Spiders. Vanderbilt shooting just 37%. Spiders by 6, equals Richmond's biggest lead. Sherrod going one-on-one off the side of the glass. Scottie Pippen back in there. 2-time high school state champion out in California. Look out below for Nathan KO.
That's what you want, Bob. You want steals and dunks. He Easy buckets in transition.
That is the Spiders' 4th steal here in the first half, converting it into easy points. And the home team's biggest lead. Staying in that man-to-man defense that Richmond worked so long and hard on all summer. Neesmith taking matters into his own hands with a power attack along that baseline.
He's got quick hands right there. Nick Sherrod with the steal and a slam dunk by KO.
And now he's going to get a breather as he picks up his first personal foul. KO with a dozen first half points, 4 of 5 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, and 3 rebounds.
Well, that's impressive.
Yes.
That's impressive, especially the free throws, Bob. He's hitting his free throws. He looks confident there. Got a lot of energy in his first half.
Tyler Burton guarding Jordan Wright. Couple of freshmen matched up there. 5 on the shot clock. Evans, Pippen. That's a tough 3 and an air ball. And the second shot clock violation on Vanderbilt. The Spider defense much tighter tonight.
Well, they're rotating very nicely, the Spiders, and they're closing out in the right angles as well on the shooters, Bob.
That is the 7th Vanderbilt turnover. They've averaged about a dozen through their first 2 games. Francis tries to split 2 defenders, and one of them will be whistled for a foul. I think it is Scottie Pippen.
It's 2 on Pippen as well.
And now Blake Francis to the line. He'll look to go into double figures. From Northern Virginia. And how good a sign is that, Greg? The Spiders have 2 players in double figures, and they're Nathan KO and Blake Francis, and they're winning the game by 9, potentially 10, after this second free throw.
And that's the amount of firepower the Spiders have on offense, Bob. These guys are all double-digit scorers. So you're getting bonus points from KO as well in this first half. It usually gets off to slow starts.
Francis had 14 Friday night. He's already got 11 here in the first half tonight, and a 10-point Richmond lead, under 2 to go first half. Number 2 with the ball, and Pippen runs over Blake Francis, and there's foul number 3 on the freshman Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there for the referee. And if you watch Blake Francis move his feet, that's the most important thing on defense. He moved his feet very well, picked up that charge.
Freshman growing pains tonight. Jerry Stackhouse was talking about that today, that's going to happen with their freshmen. They're going to learn from experiences like this. And there's Burton going to learn a little bit from that experience as he turns the ball over and commits the personal foul.
They telegraphed that pass out in the open that time.
That's his second foul. Yes,
Burton.
right. Yep. Only the 5th team foul, though, on Richmond.
To tell Coach Jenkins that Burton could be his son. He looked like Coach Jenkins.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, looking at him, I was like Coach Jenkins.
Marcus Jenkins, the Spider associate head coach, actually had the scout for this game tonight. There's a 3 by Maxwell Evans, his second 3 from the corner. Draws Vandy within 7 and with 1:25 to go.
Spiders have done a nice job of keeping Neesmith in check as well, Bob, in his first half.
An interesting 5 on the floor for Richmond. No Jacob Gilliard. Golden turns it over. No Jacob Gilliard might not last too long.
Yeah,
back-to-back turnovers by the Spiders. And Jake popping up to the scorer's table. Pirouetting spin move off the lip of the rim by Jordan Wright. Grant Golden snatching that rebound. Wojcik off the dribble, in and out. Back comes Evans. Almost threw it away. Saban Lee has not scored here in the first half. Averages 18 per game. Now he has scored.
He just jinxed it. Timeout.
That one's on me. He scored those 2 points on Bob Black.
Coach Mooney had a 30-second timeout.
Yep. Yep, use the Spider timeout here in the first half. Can just about go for the last shot. You see the game clock lower right of your screen at 30.2 seconds. Saban Lee is the son of Amp Lee, by the way, the former NFL standout, Florida State.
Some athletes out here, that's what you're saying.
Yes, they do.
Whoa.
And as we said, this will be their only true road game through the non-conference portion of the season. Everything else will be in Nashville. One game on a neutral floor in December.
Just talking about their staff, Bob. You look at their staff, look like a football staff, a coaching staff. They got a lot of personnel on their staff.
I walked in here to their shoot-around today when they invited me in at the end to talk with Coach Stackhouse, and there were people everywhere wearing black and gold Vanderbilt gear. There must have been 50 of them, it seemed, that made the trip here to Richmond. They have great support.
Yes, they do.
All right, Spider ball looking for the last shot of the first half. They will get the ball to start the second half with a 5-point lead. Jacob Gilliard does not have a field goal in the first half. Let's see if that changes as it did the other night against St. Francis. Gilliard to the basket. The reverse layup is good. And that will end the first half on Jacob Gilliard's first field goal. And the Spiders will have the ball to start the second half. Jacob Gilliard standing right in front of you, me, and us. To start the second 20 minutes. Enjoy it with us. Here we go. Spiders with the ball and that 7-point advantage. Jacob Gilliard just a one field goal in the first half for 4 points. 1 for 3 from the floor. Grant Golden had 4 points, 5 rebounds. Gilliard takes the first shot of the second half, but it's off the heel of the rim.
Hey, good look that time. Jake, he's wide open in the corner. Just missed it.
See what adjustments Jerry Stackhouse and the Vanderbilt staff made. At halftime, Saban Lee starts the second half. That's one of the adjustments, and that's a 3 from Aaron Neesmith. He is a smooth-looking shot.
Yeah, it's a back screen on the weak side, Bob. Neesmith to get a wide-open shot in the corner.
That's why Coach Stackhouse said he is a pro shooter already as a sophomore. Grant Golden. Oh, what a spin move by Grant, but a little bit too quick for his own good. He's called for traveling.
It's close.
Yep, he didn't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. He just lost his balance. I don't know if he traveled. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He did.
That was a pro move for
Jerry Stackhouse nodding approval. Like, that's a good one. Neesmith is a good one, isn't he?
Yes, he is. No emotion, very smooth. Got to his spot. They probably challenged him in the locker room, I'm sure Stackhouse did.
Well, he comes out of the locker room with back-to-back threes, and just like that, it's a 1-point game. KO is fouled as he goes to make the pass cross court.
That's a good call by the ref. I didn't think they saw that. Little forearm in the chest of KO that time.
Dylan Dissou with the personal foul, the 6'9" freshman. And the Spiders will inbound. KO all the way to the basket, around and out. And just like the first half, the Spiders start the second half with a drought.
Yep. Well, you see who started his second half for the Commodores, Bob. See who's getting hot for the Commodores as well. It's Neesmith, but Lee started for Pippen in his second half, a point guard.
Neesmith is not getting hot, he is hot. Gilliard to Golden. Spiders needed that one, and they went to their 2 most experienced veterans. 5 juniors start for the Spiders on the floor. They actually have no seniors on the team. First time since 2000 they haven't had a senior. They're experienced yet young. Wow, how about Neesmith? 4 3-pointers to start the second half, his 3rd straight 20-point game.
Yeah, he's got a smooth shot. Yeah.
He's 5 for 8 from beyond the arc. Nice touch by Nick Shirai. Spiders are doing it with points inside the paint tonight. That's 24 to 16 points in the paint for Richmond, but you better get in the jersey of Aaron Neesmith.
Yep.
Vandy by 1 as a result of those 4 threes. Golden just a little late going for the steal. Disu for 3. They are lighting it up.
It's good ball rotation by the Spiders, but they just couldn't get out on the shooter.
Dylan Disu was 1 for 8 from three-point range coming into this game. And all of a sudden, Vandy with 9 3-pointers, and the Spiders again in the paint with the quick step by Blake Francis. Well, you're going to lose this battle. Them getting 3, us getting 2, so you better find a way to stop them. Lee gets a screen and a 3, and they missed one finally. And Blake Francis the long rebound. Grant Golden, man-to-man by Vandy. Gilliard draws the contact and the foul.
Yeah, quick move by Jake that time, Bob. Exploded to the basket.
Take another look.
Just exploded by his man. Used his body very well.
Disu on the foul, his second. 2 for Jacob Gilliard.
When you look at the Spiders, Bob, and their 2 guards, they can get anywhere on the floor anytime they want. And they can both are playmakers. They really help put a lot of pressure on the defense, and they really help their teammates get good looks at times.
Jacob looking to tie the game, and he does. 4 for 4 at the line for Gilliard. He has 6 points. Even at 44. 4 minutes into the second half. Andre Gustafson now guarding Neesmith, and a foul. Gustafson thought maybe from behind. He had a clean block on that one, but he got called for hitting Neesmith on the head. And out of the line to shoot 2 free throws. And he trips at that line. He's pretty good from the 3-point line, but he missed that free throw.
Came in 4 for 5 from the free throw line.
That gives Vandy a 1-point lead, 21 for Neesmith. That's what he had the other night against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Spiders down 1. Francis all the way under the basket. What a move by Blake Francis, flipping it over his head with his back to the hoop.
He found a way, didn't he, Bob? Wow.
He can do that.
Yes, he can.
15 for Francis. He can create his own shot. It's one of the things the Spiders loved about him when they got him as a transfer from Wagner. Catch and shoot for Neesmith. Sherrod the rebound, but a push-off coming on Nick Sherrod.
Watch this move by Francis. All the way left hand, going to baseline. One hand, and ball's never touched his right hand.
That's like he's playing a game of horse. Yeah. That kind of shot right there. He wins. Yep. Neesmith off the dribble. Now Saban Lee. Quick behind the back move and a finish.
And I'm going to tell you the toughness of Francis. He came out of that timeout and he said he wanted Neesmith. He was guarding Neesmith the last time down on him.
That's tough. Yeah. I mean, Blake 6 foot, listed at 6 foot. Yeah. Neesmith at 6'6". Gilliard off the dribble. Neesmith the rebound. How many times have we called his name? And now Francis is down for Richmond, and a thunderous dunk with a scream by Saban Lee.
Yeah, I think Francis is okay. Looked like tweaked his ankle when it came down a little bit. He's on the floor so much.
He really is. Well, maybe that'll get him going again.
That's exactly right.
Spiders down 3 now. Francis, Richmond's leading scorer with 15. Golden, Sherrod, Gustafson, and then Gilliard and Francis for the Spiders. Sherrod goes inside to Golden and a foul on Cleavon Brown.
I'd like to see them do that more often with Grant on the block, Bob, or in that post area. Just put pressure on defense to guard Grant in the post, and he's a great passer. He'll find the open guy if they double.
Sherrod off of the inbound. Nice fake by Golden. Can't finish. Gustafson kept it alive, and here comes Evans. And Francis knocked it off his leg and out of bounds. Spider ball.
Two guys got back that time. Jake and Blake. Two guards sprinted back to cause that turnover.
There are some quicks on the floor with the two of them, aren't there?
Yes, they are.
Spiders down 3. Sherrod, dribble drive. Good look off pass to Gilliard.
Nice pass. Good spot up by Jake that time. Again, guys are making plays off the dribble ball. Under control that time. They were setting up for a charge that time.
Ties the game at 49. Gilliard has 9. Neesmith over Francis and 1.
It's a tough matchup. I know Francis wants to watch it, but that's a tough matchup. 6'6" against 6 foot.
Aaron Neesmith with 23.
I don't see the foul though, but
called it originally on Gilliard, but I do think it is on Francis.
It's on Francis.
And now Neesmith with 23, but misses the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. Francis attacks again, lost it, foul. And it will be a shooting foul. He convinced Jeff Anderson that he was in the act of shooting a unorthodox shot.
It's kind of Matthew Moyer with the foul. He dribbled through three Vanderbilt players that time, getting to the bucket.
Blake was a second-team Northeast Conference selection his sophomore year, 2 years ago at Wagner. Strong on the free throw.
I think Coach Mooney just said, Blake, I want you to switch up on defense. Let the taller guy, Andre, watch Neesmith this time down.
Francis 1 of 2 at the line. He's got 16. And it's a one-point game again. Vanderbilt with the lead on the ball.
He's still on him.
Gilliard on Lee, and Lee is going to take him to the basket and roll it around the rim and in.
Yeah, you didn't see that. You don't see that too often. Jake lost where he was on the floor.
Saban Lee is a scorer, 18 points a game. Also a great assist man, had over 120 assists last year. Good pass by Golden to KO, count it, and 1.
How did that ball get through there, Bob? Wow, it's a really good pass by
from the top of the key here, threading the needle.
It's just a great pass. Boom, quick.
Even beyond the top of the key, he was out beyond the three-point line.
Just whisked that pass in there. Wow. KO was ready for it as well.
And another foul on Moyer. That'll be his 3rd. KO with a chance to tie the game here as he looks for his 15th point. Left that one short. So some points being left by both teams at the free throw line.
What a good game. It's clean.
Spiders have gotten to the line much more than Vanderbilt. Richmond 11 of 13. The Commodores 2 for 4. Steal by Gilliard. The deep ball. Good by Gilliard.
That's some patience. That's an experienced play right there. Took his time, surveyed the court, and hit that 3.
And the Spiders seesaw ahead by 2. Lee drives again. Otan Jankovic is in the game, a 6'10 freshman, standing out on the perimeter at the moment. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Spiders, and again, Vandy with only 4 on the shot clock.
Now, they stood around a lot that time on offense, Vanderbilt.
Jerry Stackhouse calling a play with the shot clock under 5. But a foul before the inbounds. That's a tough whistle on Sal Caresi.
Oof, that was a tough one. I didn't see that one.
That will reset the shot clock back to 20. So a break for the Commodores there. And the inbound pass to Lee, and now he's in double figures with 10. That's an athletic guy you can bring off your bench.
Yeah, we haven't seen Scottie Pippen Jr. in the second half yet, Bob.
Been saddled with the 3 personal fouls. Gilliard again from deep. Maybe a little bit too deep. And we could have a heart stopper here tonight. 55 all game with 11:45 to go. Lee and Nesmith. Nesmith's turn. That ties his career high with 26. He had 26 as a freshman against Florida.
What's impressive, Bob, is that he can shoot off the dribble and stand still.
Gilliard finds Caresi. Gustafson off the dribble.
Nice move by Gustafson.
His first points looked very smooth and confident.
Yes, he did.
Andre averaged about 5 points a game last year. Did not score in the opener, was 0 for 4. So there's his first field goal of the young season. And now he's guarding Nesmith. Spiders double team, and Gilliard the steal. Gilliard with the hesitation dribble. And as he's falling out of bounds, got it to KO. Gilliard to KO. And a foul.
Wow. Good drive, good hard drive. Jankovic hit the floor pretty hard. He's okay. Just got the wind knocked out of him.
That'll be his first foul, and his teammates will help him up.
Yeah, it looked like he got the wind knocked out of him.
Good ball movement, good attack by KO. Nathan will shoot 2. 14 points, 12 of them in the first half. Got 5 guys waiting to check in at the scorers table. 3 for Richmond, 2 for Vanderbilt.
Taylor line for 2.
And all starters for the Spiders coming back. Golden, Sherrod, and Francis are on their way into the game.
I'll tell you what, KO's shot looks good at the free throw line, Bob. And one that didn't look good this second half, but for the most part, he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence from the three-point line or free throw line.
Nathan now with 15. And 16. Another sweet-looking shot. He and Blake Francis, team high honors for Richmond. Now Pippen playing with the 3 fouls, back in for Vanderbilt. Nesmith. Pippen to right. And the rebound for Nathan KO, his 4th. Spiders with a 2-point lead and the ball. Golden whips the pass to Francis. Line drive 3. Didn't get enough air under that one.
It was open. It just didn't lift it that time.
Lee weaves his way to the basket. Golden made that tough, but a thunderous follow dunk by Cleavon Brown.
And that's the play right there, Bob. That action right there is where the Spiders have to work on. Golden did his job rotating. No one stepped up and took his guy and blocked out.
Sherrod open, misses, and Brown the rebound at the other end. That's a young man who plays above the rim. He had 12 points the other night, 4 dunks. Jerry Stackhouse said, I love the way he plays above the rim for us. Cleavon Brown. Lee with the floater. Brown goes for another one and got fouled this time.
And you have to put a body on it. Grant Golden's doing his job. He comes over and helps out on the rotation and penetration. Someone else has to rotate over and block out Brown, and no one's doing that.
Brown with 6 tonight, had 12 in that victory over Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Had a career high 15 in their opener against Southeast Missouri. He is looking to attack the glass, though. In each of their first 2 games, he's had 8 rebounds, 5 offensive.
Like you said, he's a dunker. He plays above the rim. He goes after it.
Missed that free throw. Trying to break a tie here at 59. Missed them both. But Golden could not hang on to the rebound. So Vandy will get it back. Check those rebounding numbers. Vanderbilt now has out-rebounded Richmond 28-21. That'll please Jerry Stackhouse. He was saying at shoot-around today, we're not a great rebounding team right now. We need to work on that. And I said, well, Richmond's not a great rebounding team right now. They're working on that.
Exactly. Vandy came in at -3 in rebounding margin.
Yep. That is a deep 3 by Disu.
Disu's nice looking shot, Bob.
That's his second 3.
They're long, 6'9" freshman.
And a 3-point lead for Vanderbilt, under 9 minutes to go. KO along the baseline. Gilliard right up against the Spider bench. Sherrod off the back of the rim.
And Nick's been off in the second half.
Spiders just 4 of 17 from 3-point. There's another one. Too strong, and here come the Spiders. Francis puts it into another gear to the basket, got it blocked. KO finds Golden, he got it blocked. And Lee comes out of there nifty behind the back to the hoop and the foul.
That was a nifty play for sure.
Well, the Vandy bench liked that sequence.
It's good hustle by Lee Smith with those 2 blocked shots, Bob.
The foul is on Blake Francis. That'll be his 3rd. He'll have to play it a little bit cautiously. Timeout, 8:18 to go at the foul line this season. Now 11 points. Vanderbilt's biggest lead has been 7. That was right at the outset of the game. And it increases here in the second half to 5.
See if Grant Golden get a touch, Bob. He hasn't touched the ball in offense in a while. Let's see if he can get a nice touch.
Golden with just 6 points. Blake Francis misses the 3. Neesmith always looking for his shot. And why not? He's poured in 26. Spiders need to stop, down 5. Neesmith with the left hand for a career-high 28.
Yeah, that was a really nice move. I think Nick was looking for a charge there and slid by him.
And the lead at 7 equals Vanderbilt's biggest of the game. Sherrod, tough shot, can't get it. Lee had a finger roll lip out on him, KO the rebound, and a held ball is called. Spiders thought a foul was coming. So did the crowd.
Look for a little bit more pressure on the perimeter. Push the Vandy out of their sweet spot.
Inbound comes to Wright, and Wright lost the ball, so there you go. Good call, Beck. Spiders get the turnover. The 11th by the Commodores. Francis double teamed. Who's open? Grant Golden. But it rolls out. KO goes for the offensive rebound. Can't get it. Gilliard strips Pippen. Gilliard to KO.
There you go. Quick hands again by Jake Gilliard. It's a 4-point swing right there.
Jacob Gilliard, another 5+ steal game, his 6th. And there's another turnover. An unforced turnover on the travel call. Jacob Gilliard with 6 more steals tonight, now 188 in his career. None better than that one right there.
Yeah.
His 11th 5+ steal game. And a layup by Gilliard.
Yeah, it's just blowing by his guy that time. And Jake has been doing it both games here now, picking up the defensive pressure and scoring on the offensive end when the Spiders need it most.
Long 3 is too long. Gilliard saves it on the baseline. But Vandy comes up with it. At a fresh shot clock, full 30-second shot clock. Neesmith, Spiders double team, and Neesmith loses it. Golden came flying over to help Blake Francis.
Nice job by Golden. Put a little pressure on Neesmith.
Now 15 turnovers for Vanderbilt, only 6 by the Spiders.
Spiders have really taken care of the ball in both games. Only 9 turnovers in that first game in overtime.
For the tie. Off the rim by Francis. KO. Gilliard for the tie. Second chance points.
Big rebound by KO. He's coming up large.
Starting 5 on the floor down the stretch for Richmond. Lee gets a screen right. Can't get his shot off. 10 to shoot. Pass was deflected. KO knocks it out of bounds with 5 to shoot.
Good defense. The pressure is picked up, Bob. Jake is just really taking over the dribble drive penetration, and then KO with a big offensive rebound, finding Jake for that 3-point shot.
Sal Caressi is going to check in for Grant Golden. Still looks a little limited, a little hobbled on that ankle. Heavily taped left ankle. Did some dry needling to get him into playing shape tonight. Tough turnaround by Brown is an air ball, and the 3rd shot clock violation of the game charged to Vanderbilt.
Great job by Sal Caressi coming in and challenging that shot. A little longer on, a little more athletic on the perimeter for Sal Caressi to challenge Brown on that shot.
Jerry Stackhouse certainly will not like the 16 turnovers tonight. Grant Golden comes right back in. Yeah, he had that swollen ankle from the St. Francis game. Athletic trainer Adam Smith showing me today what the dry needling was all about. Francis gives Richmond the lead. He's got 18.
What you like about Francis, he doesn't care about the last shot, 3 shots he missed. If he has another one open, he'll shoot it.
Richmond by 2. Gilliard chasing Pippen underneath the basket, and he knocked it out of bounds. This could be a very disruptive backcourt, can't it? Gilliard and Francis.
Just quick, just relentless on you.
Pippen lobs it into Brown. Saban Lee looking for a step back, took an extra step.
Or 2.
Now it's the Spiders' turn to make a run. That's 9 straight Richmond points. Spiders have used a couple of big runs in this game, 9-0 and 15-2 in the first half, and now 9-0 here in the second half. Francis finds Gilliard. Yes, sir. 20 for Jacob Gilliard, his 14th career 20-point game. Gives Richmond a 5-point lead and a Vanderbilt timeout.
That steals, they hit some key shots, and they're finding their teammates, open teammates, and they're hitting their shots.
Gilliard and Francis, 38 points, 13 of 23 between the two of them. Under 4 to go and a 5-point Richmond lead. Lee, I think we get a reach-in foul on Gilliard, and he actually pointed to the official and said, good call.
I didn't think he saw him. He's so quick with those hands. That's 1-1 now for Vanderbilt right now.
Yep.
3:52 left. Spiders with a 5-point lead.
Saban Lee 2 for 2 at the line. He has 13 points. He and Nesmith, Neesmith, the two double-figure scores for Vanderbilt. Neesmith with 27. For Lee.
So if they go to zone right here, Bob. Yep.
They have played some of that.
Yep. 1-3-1 here.
3-point Richmond lead. Francis shoots over it. Got it. 21.
That'll get him out of there quick.
Blake Francis lighting it up tonight. There's an answer, though, by Dylan Disu.
He's got a really smooth shot as well, Bob, as a freshman.
Back to a 3-point Spider lead.
Yeah, I thought they'd get out of that zone after that 3.
Yep. Sherrod has it swatted over the baseline by Brown. Well, Vandy has 11 3-pointers tonight, 11 of 26. Richmond 7 of 22.
Spiders are more timely threes than Vandy.
Good inbound, Sherrod to KO. Tough turnaround by Nathan in traffic. Sherrod, though, follows it in.
Yeah, it's good hustle by
Speaking
Nick.
of timely, he has only 9 points, but that was a timely stick back.
Yeah, they needed that one.
Spiders don't get many of those. Lee misses over Golden. KO saves it to Francis. Gilliard on the attack. Gilliard off the dribble. Gilliard with 22.
A little pressure by the Spiders. I like this as well. Make them work.
Both teams in the 1-1. And how will a young Vanderbilt team on the road for the first time react here? Neesmith gets open. Count it.
Well, he hasn't missed many. That's a good play out of a timeout. Double screen for Neesmith on the wing. 4-point game. Now the Spiders just got to take care of the ball here, Bob. As you said, 1-1.
Career high 30 for Aaron Neesmith. Gilliard splits the defense. Francis to Golden. Jump pass underneath the basket to KO, who'll miss the dunk, but he's fouled. What a look by Grant Golden.
That's a very nice look. You can hear the crowd murmuring, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Looks like he's going to take that shot, drop it down to KO.
Foul goes on Scottie Pippen underneath the basket at 6'1". That's his 4th foul. Jerry Stackhouse was saying that I hope he does what his dad did and grow about 6 or 7 inches when he gets to college. Scottie Pippen, the dad, when he was at Central Arkansas, that's when he grew and became the Hall of Fame player that he became. KO looking to join the 20-point club tonight.
I'll tell you what, KO looks really good at the free throw line.
Does both of those, continues to look good at the line, and now joins Gilliard and Francis. KO with 20. So Gilliard 22, Francis 21, KO 20. Lee answers. He has 17.
It won't go away.
Tell you what, if you've come to either of the first 2 games at the Robins Center, you've gotten your money's worth, haven't you? The St. Francis game that went into overtime, and now this one. Francis thought Golden was going to cut to the basket. Grant did not.
And those little things that when you haven't played together a lot in a game like this, those things happen. I saw that Blake Francis even mentioned that himself. Still trying to learn a little bit of the nuances.
Only the 7th Richmond turnover. Lee can tie the game, and does. And now he's got 20.
What a game.
And we are even at 80 with 1:05 to go. 6 straight by Vandy. Gilliard looks to answer high off the window, can't get it. And now Vanderbilt, with under a minute to go, can take the lead. It's Lee again. That time an air ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Jake was looking for that foul. I think everyone else was on that layup there.
Instead, the Spiders get it back with 47.6 to go in a tie game. Will experience play a factor again for the Spiders, who certainly have an advantage there. And just did it the other night.
Yes, they did. These tight games, Bob. First 2 games at the Robins Center have been action-packed.
Sure have. Spiders will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Starting 5 on the floor for Richmond. 40 seconds to go, tied at 80.
It was a 2-man game, just as we called it.
Golden, Sherrod, catch and shoot, heel of the rim. Vanderbilt can win it on the last shot of the game. Jerry Stackhouse has a timeout if he wants it. I don't think he's going to use it. I think he's going to let him play.
The Spiders were in this position last game, Bob, when they had to make a stop down the stretch.
10 seconds. Saban lead for 3. It's short. Ball is loose. Gilliard has it stolen, and at the buzzer, an air ball. And for the second straight game, if you didn't get enough free basketball in the opener, you get more free basketball tonight. We've got overtime coming again.
Droughts for both teams.
Who gets the ball first in overtime? Richmond does, as Jacob Gilliard steals it right away from Scottie Pippen. And now the Spiders with a chance to take the first lead of OT. Francis has it deflected, and a Spider turnover. Lee on the attack. Missed it. The follow is missed, but a late whistle and a foul. Disu with the follow will go to the line.
That's a tough call. Kind of KO got in an awkward position and couldn't recover. They had to call that foul, actually. You hope he misses free throws here.
Not on the first one. That's 10.
He's a good-looking freshman, Bob.
Sure
6'9", long, athletic kid, can shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Makes them both. Their third player in double figures. He has 11. So the Spiders down 2. Gilliard drives on Pippen. Underneath the basket, got caught up in the air, and Pippen stole it. Scottie Pippen won that one.
Yeah, that's the first time that Jake got in the air and didn't have anywhere to go with it.
Neesmith with the career-high 30. Vandy with a 2-point lead. Nowhere to go. Pippen, so he goes to the glass and kisses it in.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. He said, okay, I'll just shoot it.
Just his second field goal, 4 points, but a timely one and a 4-point Vanderbilt lead. Francis's pass is kicked, and then it came right up and hit Neesmith right in the nose.
It's a good thing it's not cold outside. or inside.
Inside. It is a little cold outside. Yes,
if that was a football, it would have hurt pretty bad.
All right, Spiders need to find a way to get a clean look here. Andre Gustafson comes in. Spiders go small as Grant Golden goes out. Golden's really giving it his all tonight, but you can tell he's been limited.
Yeah, he's laboring. He's laboring a little bit. He's trying. Guards have to make a play here, Bob.
Yep.
Talking about Jake or Blake.
It's in Blake's hands now. Here's Sherrod. 9 points tonight. Francis missed that one. Good offensive rebound by KO. Spiders will get a second chance. Francis again with the runner. Jerry Stackhouse holds out the hand and says, slow down, fellas. We have a 4-point lead on the ball.
Yeah, this is where you need to make a stop if you're Richmond. This is a key possession here.
That's a tough three that misses, and the Spiders with the rebound, Blake Francis. Spiders have not scored in overtime. Gilliard loses it. KO saves it and shovels it to Gilliard. Francis from deep. What a clutch shot by Blake Francis.
He's unconscious. He doesn't care about the last play. He just plays through it, Bob.
It's the best way to describe him right there, Beck. He does not care about the last play, good, bad, or indifferent. Makes it a 1-point game. Brown picks up his dribble. Lee gets around Francis. Hangs in the air and scores on a strong take.
Got to be rotation. There's no rotation. You got to help out. Important thing is to stop the ball from getting to the rim. No one stopped the ball that time.
Saban Lee with 22. Francis, Gustafson, too strong. Gustafson ties up Neesmith. It'll be Vandy ball.
Looking for a travel line time when he fell down to the floor. It's a tough call.
Yeah, I think that's a held ball.
Yep. Again, key possession here for the Spiders. You got to make a stop. It's going to be under 2. 3-point lead. Still a lot of time, but you want to make a stop here. Don't want to give him anything, especially a 3.
Neesmith off the dribble. Halfway down and out, and Sherrod the rebound. Home rim roll for the home team there.
Yeah, now take advantage of your Richmond.
Gilliard drew the foul, drew the whistle, perhaps more appropriately.
Yes.
Evans on the foul. It's still just 1-1. That's amazing, Greg. We are deep into overtime, and neither team is in the double bonus yet. So Gilliard will have to make the first to get the second. Jacob Gilliard, 22 points. 4 assists, 6 steals. That's 23. He has gone over 900 points in his Richmond career tonight.
See if they press Bob. Timeout. Made free throw. They bring in a sub. This could be a little pressure up for it with the guards. Here we go.
Tyler Burton, the freshman, has only played 7 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
He'll bring his fresh legs into the game. Inbound comes to Scottie Pippen. Pippen with the jump pass ahead to Neesmith. He's got a 2-on-1, and he'll take it to the basket and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's tough to press these guys when you got a guy like Neesmith out there on the front court.
So Neesmith will go to line. This will be a shooting foul. It's on Sherrod.
Euro step, you see it now more and more. Today's game, Bob.
Neesmith too strong on the first one. He's 2 for 5 at the free throw line. They are only 8 of 13 at the line. Spiders are 17 of 19. This to give Vandy a 2-point lead. 31. Now the Spiders can tie or take the lead with under a minute and a half to go in overtime.
Must execute. Can't have a turnover here.
Blake Francis off the dribble. That's halfway down and out. KO keeps it alive to Sherrod, who gives Richmond the lead as the Spiders come roaring back.
Remember that rebound, Bob. Again, a second one that KO's gotten to tonight. Second chance point.
Spiders don't get many second chance points. They have 10 tonight. None bigger than that 3 by Nick Sherrod, who goes into double figures with 12.
You see the big 3 earlier by Blake Francis there, but this second one coming up with this tip back from KO to Sherrod, Bob. He could have called a foul, actually.
Yes.
That's what the Vanderbilt.
They wanted it over the back on KO, didn't they? I think Chris Moody's going to love that, though, especially since there was no whistle. But we talk all the time about the aggressiveness and how much they implore Nathan KO to be aggressive, and he was there.
A turnover.
Matched up against Pippen.
That was quick taking the ball away from State.
He gets another steal. He'd tie his career high. Lee to the basket, drew the contact. And Blake Francis down again. And Adam Smith, the Spiders athletic trainer, who's been way too busy.
Yes, he has.
Hustles out to attend to Francis. Of course, Adam dealt with Grant Golden and the sprained ankle from game 1. Of course, the summertime project with Nick Sherrod and the knee. And now Francis.
And he's a tough kid, so if he's down on the floor, just worry about what he hit. If it's his ankle or can't really tell.
Rest of the Spiders huddle with the assistant coaches, Rob Jones, Marcus Jenkins.
Still, the Spiders are up 1 with 59.7. And I think Lee's going to the free throw line, shooting 2. As we said, Bob, when you look at Blake Francis, he plays so hard. He's always on the floor. The first 2 games, he's been on the floor a good bit.
Coach Mooney out there taking a look. You can see that as well. Let's see if we can see what happened.
Came down a little awkward on that
left leg.
Yeah. Yeah, he came down a little awkward on that left leg.
Francis tonight, 24 points, 9 of 17.
We just hope he's okay. He's walking a little bit better right now. So a lot of times it's just scary when you take a fall and you land awkwardly on your leg or your ankle.
So now Lee goes to the line to shoot 2 to give Vanderbilt the lead back. Saban Lee, 4 for 4 at the line tonight.
Long time to think about it.
Bounces it in.
Yeah, it looks like Blake Francis is walking on the sideline there, getting ready to sit down on the bench. So that's good news.
We'll hear a huge ovation when he comes to the scorer's table and back in the game, right? They're going to need more scoring because the Spiders are down 1 now with under a minute to go in overtime. Saban Lee off the bench with 24 for Vandy. Sherrod thought about the 3 and then drew the contact, and Neesmith on the foul. Smart, heady play by the redshirt junior Sherrod. And here comes Blake.
Small and taking out Grant Golden, who's actually been hobbling himself tonight, giving it his all. The ginger ankle.
9th team foul on Vanderbilt, so this is still just 1-1 for Sherrod, who goes to the line for the first time in the game. He's got 13. We've got another tie. 1-point Richmond lead. Clutch free throws by Sherrod with 51 seconds to go. Now, can Richmond get a defensive stop? Who will take the shot for Vandy? Lee or Neesmith? Neesmith. Oh, brother.
Don't leave him open. That time they got caught up, and Andre kind of faded inside.
34 for Aaron Neesmith. Spiders down 2. Gilliard around Pippen. Kisses it home. 26 for Jake.
Call timeout here.
Pippen at midcourt. Wow, he almost turned it over as he weaved back and forth to the midcourt line and quickly called that timeout right in front of us.
Yeah. Just 19 seconds left, 19.1, Bob. So the Spiders will have to make a stop here again.
Just as they did at the end of regulation.
You look at this play right here on defense. See, Andre is too deep inside. Can't help off of a guy who can shoot like that in Neesmith. And then Jake went one-on-one. And they were going to basically not give up a 3, I thought. They were going to let those guys, they're going to make a bucket. Vanderbilt said he's going to score 2, not a 3.
And remember, Pippen's playing with 4 fouls, so there wasn't a whole lot he could do as Gilliard made that move to the basket. So that was a wise take to the hoop by Jacob Gilliard. Boy, how about the lines for some of these guys today? Gilliard, 26 points, is now 8 of 14, 4 3-pointers, 6 of 6 at the free throw line, 4 assists, 6 steals. And then there's Neesmith for Vanderbilt, 34 points, 12 of 18 with 7 3-pointers, 6 rebounds.
Amazing.
Nice job and good turnout by the student body of Richmond. Today they've been into the game, very vocal.
Well, the Spiders scored 100 points the first game, and now they're at 92 here in the second game.
They will have one of the highest scoring averages in the nation, I would think.
So they have an offensive powerhouse. You know, this many points are going to be scored.
They really did think they would be able to score and will be able to score all year long with the firepower they have out there. But now it's about defense. Go back to your Luck Chevrolet keys to the game. A little over 2 hours ago, Greg.
Yeah, gotta defend and protect. No second chance opportunities when shot goes up.
The ball is in Saban Lee's hands. Blake Francis will eyeball him and meet him at the Big Red Spider at midcourt. And here we go with 10 seconds in overtime. Lee has it knocked away. Gilliard headmans it to Gustafson at the buzzer. He misses the slam dunk for the win, but he was fouled. Gustafson for the win from Gilliard. Couldn't get the dunk to go, but the foul was called. The scoreboard clock shows 0. The officials will take a look.
Let's look at this one. Oh, yeah.
There's going to be about 5/10 of a second, I think.
Easy. 5/10 of a second.
And Andre Gustafson will go to the free throw line to try and potentially win this game for Richmond. Andre did not go to the free throw line in the St. Francis game. He hasn't been to the line tonight. So these will be his first free throws of the season. The 63% free throw shooter last year.
Yeah, and 2 shots, Bob. It's a dunk that he tried and got fouled on, so he needs 1.
And in fact, as you see on your screen, 0.6 of a second up on the board. Each team with 1 timeout. And the foul was called on Pippen. So Pippen has fouled out of the game. And Gustafson will shoot 2.
0.6. He went to the replay, said after the clock hits 0, they go back and see the foul occurred. For
job by our crew. That's what they were looking at. Blake Ellett directing, all our camera folks. Clock in the picture with Gustafson's dunk attempt. And now his free throw attempts.
Just needs one. First one's important. If he hits the first one, Bobby relaxes.
The 6'4" sophomore from Helsinki, Finland. Gives Richmond the lead. He used all of the rim and then the net.
I'll take it.
Steve Thomas, Spider assistant coach, was the first one to greet him with raised eyebrows and big wide eyeballs and a smile on his face. And you can see the look on the faces of the Spiders as they surround Andre. Now you got to get serious and talk about how you want to defend here with the lead, whether it's 1 point or 2.
Exactly.
Vanderbilt has the lone remaining timeout. Chris Mooney took that one. Even knowing you could ice his shooter a little bit, he's okay because he has the lead.
Yeah, that's the key. Misses, they want to talk about if he misses this shot, how to defend.
Meantime, Jerry Stackhouse needs to talk about, hey, if he misses it, do we call timeout?
Exactly.
We have one. If he makes it, almost certainly they would call a timeout.
Whatever you do with your Spiders, you do not want to foul if he misses. We've seen stranger things happen.
The second free throw for Andre Gustafson. Missed it, and the heave to midcourt misses, and the Spiders, by virtue of Andre Gustafson's free throw with 0.6 of a second remaining, have beaten Vanderbilt 93-92 in overtime.
That's Bob. Coach, how do you describe this win today?
Well, so much heart and effort and energy. You know, similar to the first game. I thought when we were up maybe 7 or 8, you know, with a couple minutes to go, we started to finally, you know, guard Naismith a little bit better, and then Zero hit a couple threes, which he's not a great three-point shooter. I thought they played great. I thought we had some really spectacular individual efforts. You know, our defense was much better than the first night, still has a ways to go, but certainly made some really big plays. And, you know, on offense, we have a chance to be a really good team on offense, and that was good to see, and just so happy for our guys.
You talk about individual plays. What about KO's play especially? He did a great job all night.
Yeah, Nathan was terrific. I would say he played great first 2 minutes of the second half. Not as good, but he played great. The play he had at the end to get us the ball and get us down the court was a great play by him and Jacob. And he was terrific tonight, was very aggressive on the backboard, which is exactly what we need.
The two guards, Blake and Jake Show, they put on a nice performance tonight as well.
Yeah, those guys are terrific. You know, they can score in such different ways. Why are we doing this? They can score in such different ways, and you know, Jacob had the great drive at the end on the reverse layup. Blake had a very similar one, left-handed. So they were great, and you know, we're back to work, but we're thrilled with this win.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we'll talk to the player of the game, Jake Gilliard, who had a marvelous night. Great job, Jake. Congratulations. Talk about this game. How exciting was it for you to be a part of this?
It's really exciting. Another dogfight, another overtime win. We came out and competed. They went on a run. I think we made our own run, and we came out with the win.
Talk about the individual play of Nathan Ko. He was a real aggressive, brought a lot of energy, got a couple second chance opportunities for you down the stretch, which was really big.
Nate plays great every game. Last game he got in foul trouble a little bit, so he wasn't able to show it off. But the things he does don't always show up in the stat sheet, but he's a great player.
How tough of a game was this for you guys tonight? It's a Vanderbilt team came in. A lot of talent. Naismith put on an offensive performance. Talk about your game and what you did to try to disrupt their offense.
We just tried to compete. We knew he was a great scorer coming in. Obviously, he's their leading scorer, and he just shoots the ball so well. So we just tried to make it tough on him every time he caught it. So I think we did a decent job of it. Definitely things to improve, but we're enjoying the win.
All right. First two games, 2 overtime wins. What's that mean to you guys?
It means 2-0.